Yeah, there's two of you.
Yeah, up to.
Oh, I'm sorry. My goodness, how are you? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you there. Yeah,
Hello.
my goodness, how are you? Hey, how are you?
So adorable.
Yeah, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful long-haired orange tabby. I think the thing is that behavioral changes that happen when cats are confined to an indoor environment as opposed to an outdoor environment, and how they react to that situation, especially if the owner doesn't try to meet their needs as far as territory and hunting.
So other than just sitting there eating and gaining weight because they're so bored they've got nothing else to do, they can also start scratching furniture out of frustration because hunting is innate. They need to have that in their lives. They need the stimulation and they need to be able to go out and find things for themselves and stay busy. It's like taking an athlete and sticking them in an old folks home and hoping they're going to be happy. Well, years ago, most people that had cats used to just let them out. It didn't seem to be a problem. There was less traffic in those days, so it wasn't quite as dangerous. But the cats would go out and hunt, and they would have friends, cat friends, people they would go visit. And they essentially had a life that was very enriching for them away from the house. People would also mistakenly think that they were independent because the cats, under those circumstances, didn't need as much stimulation from the guardians. Now that we're bringing the cats indoors, mostly for their safety, really. They're not getting the enrichment. They're not being able to hunt, and they're not being able to meet all these friends. So we have to replace that for them in the house. And it's always a good idea to bring people over so they can meet different people. But the key thing is to getting them to hunt indoors. And that's where interactive toys come into play, like a piece of string. You want to drag it across the floor. But the key thing with that is you've got to make the string or whatever it is you're dangling around behave like prey. You can't just wave it in their face because that freaks them out. They're not expecting prey to move towards them. You really need to imitate the prey, and so that the cat starts to get the hunting experience. It's very key that after the play's gone for a while that they get a treat. So it goes through all the hunting stages. And the hunting stages is where they first see the prey, then they start stalking, and then they start running, they pounce, and then they eat. They kill and then they eat. And all that needs to be reproduced in the home to keep the cat active. If you don't do that, you end up with a bored cat, and that's probably the best scenario, and they end up sleeping all the time, eating, gaining all this weight. Or you get a cat that's got a lot of problem behavior. They start ripping things apart, urinating in the house because they're frustrated, because the hunting is an innate thing they need to do.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Don't miss an episode of BobCat's Playground. Help us change the world, one cat at a time. BobCat's Playground is produced by Edit Extreme. The opinions expressed are those of the participants and are not intended to replace professional advice. Find out more at editextreme.com.